Hi, this is Kutlana.
And Ntope.
And welcome to another session with NTK. So I'd like to begin with setting up a scene. You're in bed, you're warm and cuddly, and now you start drifting in and out of consciousness. You don't know if you're waking up or you're not, but you're enjoying the good feelings that you're getting, but you have a little slight shiver down your spine. You start moaning and groaning.
And no, it's not a sex scene, in case you were wondering.
But we are creating a scene. So you're back in bed and it's still nice, and then next thing you know,
Make it stop!
It's that damn alarm clock, and all you want is just 5 more minutes, or better yet, you wish the day was over, or actually the whole entire week, and you just wish it was the weekend already, because that alarm clock means that you have to get up, get ready, sit in traffic, and go to work. Now, this is a scenario that we all have to deal with, because everyone has to go to work, because we all need that money to get to work, and you just have to find your own little coping mechanisms. And I remember, for us, the 25th was a great day. We loved the 25th.
Got money, and you know it. Take it out your pocket and throw it and know it. Oh, this away, that away.
Oh, my word. That was your theme song for the 25th. Every time we used to get paid on the 25th, that was the song Ntupe used to sing all day
and
long.
I made it rain that weekend. You best to believe it.
Yes, well, that was one of our coping mechanisms. But every time we sit with our friends and even amongst ourselves and we talk about, work, we all reminisce about our first day of work and what great expectations we had. And we were so glad that we were entering into this new phase of independence. And you were excited, you wanted to see what you could do, maybe varsity was going to actually pay off, and the things that you're going to learn, you're going to put in practice. So, you were very excited about it. But as soon as you entered into the workplace, you got the shock of your life. You realized that, high school lives on. And the cafeteria and the kitchen areas are the grown-up version of the playground. And no matter how educated or accomplished you are, you all have to abide by the playground rules.
I call it the rude awakening.
Yeah, it is quite a rude awakening because there's really nothing you can do about it. And then when you get into work, you start working. And you're thinking, you're trying your best. You want to fulfill your full potential. You want to see what you can do. But just like starting high school, you feel awkward. And no matter how much you're loved at home, you have to learn that, like in high school, everything is dependent on whether or not you're fitting in or not.
Oh, that's so true. I also just have to remember when I first got into the workplace, I remember my mom and my brother and my aunts and the grandparents just had this opinion of how I should better fit in the workplace. And I just thought, oh, no. I've got no qualifications. I was one of these students and, I don't need anything else. But in actual fact, what they told me did manifest, that you got to make friends with the secretaries and the cleaners and, the coffee makers or whatever, just the people that actually they're not part of the work process that you do, but they facilitate and help it make it easier. They definitely have that bearing on you and how you experience the workplace. So if you want to have an enjoyable one, don't be all snotty face. And it's different. I really did feel okay, now I'm a black girl, going to the workplace because there's just certain, expectations, because there is this secretary or there is this cleaner who is older than me, and in a social context, I wouldn't just be walking past her while she's just doing her job, of cleaning up after me and stuff. So those things were very important. And when I look back and I'm just you know what, it didn't have to be that difficult. It's just about respect. If people just told me just respect, everyone else, treat them the way you want to be treated, life would have just been simple.
Girl, it wasn't that simple. You had to keep your wits about you, just like in high school. If you didn't want to be bullied, if you wanted it to be a smooth ride, you had to open your eyes. You had to see the layout and identify the different characters. And it's the same with the work, You have the same people, you have your immediate boss, that supervisor that you need to impress. Not only work-wise, but also socially, because, and that manifests itself as, the teacher's pet scenario.
And that's the worst. I'm sorry. I'm just what if this person just actually doesn't like your personality, or you don't like their personality, but as a mentor, they would be great. But for some odd reason, if socially you guys can't connect, this person is not teaching you to be their successor or to be a better person, like, or a better employee in another aspect, you know. So it's very much like a catch-22 situation.
Yeah, girl, you have to start sucking up. You just need to learn how to suck up and change things about yourself. But then, you know, there's always a light light at the end of a dark tunnel, because, you know, there's always that golden boy, the one that you have to watch out for, you know, the ones that, you know, the bosses love and all the women want, and he is cute, smart, and intelligent, you know. You know, walking past him in the cafeteria gives you that slight relief. You know,
that all is not bad.
That all is not bad. You know, you have your eye candy at work, you know, something that will comfort you a little.
Yeah, and actually it's weird. Instead of like envying him or like hating him for the role that he's playing, in actual fact, he comforts you because he's so not like, doesn't have an ego about himself. He's actually quite easygoing, and I think that's why all the ladies love him and people want to work with him, because he doesn't make you feel less than you are or whatever. Or maybe they do know, I don't know, but my experience generally is that they kind of make you feel like, oh, you're just as intelligent as I am, and you're just as great and stuff. I mean, yeah, there was the Palmer. Ooh wee.
Oh no, you're obsessed over that guy, girly.
Oh,
my word.
I guess, but the thing is that with him, I would want to be the housewife and not being that competing career wife with him. I'd know how he is at the workplace, and then just know that I'm at home and I'm just taking care of his needs because he works so hard at the workplace.
But either, like I said, the golden boy stays just your eye candy, because I mean, complicating the work minefield with adding a relationship to it will just make drama for yourself. So no, don't do it, because you know the other people that you have to watch out for are the mean girls. You know, those girls that are sometimes pretty. Not all of them are always pretty. You know.
They're just mediocre. They're actually just mediocre.
Well, girl, you can't hate on them, you know. Some of them are pretty, and some of them have learned, you know, how to manipulate the system. And, you know, you just have to stay away from them and not get on the bad books, no matter what you think about them.
Yeah, just ignore. Like, literally, just ignore. Like, if they smile in your way, maybe smile back or whatever. The point is, don't be smirking at them. Don't be smizing with them. Don't be doing nothing. just walk past. Like,
yeah, try and hope, you know, they don't take it as an insult that you did walk past.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing about me. I'm not necessarily confrontational, so I will avoid. And those people, they are confrontational. Those mean girl types, they are confrontational, and they just like make work just a little bit unpleasant, uncomfortable. You know, when you're thinking la-di-da, you're going on your merry way, you know. And the next thing, this person just pops up out of nowhere and then just like twists the whole situation, and you're like, how did it get from that
to this?
You know? So yeah, you know. And then we get to the people like us, the ones that complain,
the ordinaries. We're just trying to get through the system, you know. We're just trying to keep our heads down and, you know, just get through the day and do our jobs, you know, and then we'll celebrate on the 25th, you know?
Yeah, and all we want to do is just be judged on our intelligence and just being able to be those individuals that like on some, okay, we've grown in this position or whatever. Like, we're not really about the flaws, because we actually do have a life outside of work, right?
Yeah, no, we do. But then that's also a problem, because some people want you to make friends with them at work. And I'm not saying don't be friends with people at work. It's just that you can be, but once you leave the workplace, leave the work at the workplace. And once we out and partying, let's have fun. I don't want to talk about the client that you had, or, you know, how bad the deal went, or how this customer was bad to you, you know, like,
people are boasting, and people are boasting and stuff like that. I mean, it's hard to believe, like, we were both in the same field when we were working in the corporate environment, and we never ever just talked about like work or how this client is doing that. No, in actual fact, we had so many other things going on in our ordinary lives that, you know, work was work and playtime was playtime.
We lived for that playtime.
Yes.
We were definitely those people. We worked so that we could party.
Yes.
So, you know, we worked hard and we partied even harder. Maybe that was also a problem, but
yes,
we survived somehow.
Yes.
And even if after you've discovered all these characters at work, you know, you have no choice but to keep your head down, and most importantly, do what you need to do, because at the end of the day, each job, Sparry. And with the economy the way it is, and with you wanting things and bills piling and having family responsibilities for some of us, you know, you just need, no one wants to be jobless, so you need to keep your job and you need to keep your wits about you. So, you know, you suck it up.
So why are we here though?
Well,
that's
we're
why
here
out
because
there.
we're following our dream right
Yes.
now. We're following our dream, and we're finding that, yes, we're not in the direct workplace right now, but we're trying to break through the industries, and it's still the same situations. You're still having to suck up to people. You're still having to learn about who the mean girls are, and then you get those really cool artsy-farties photographers who are the golden boys and everything. And then, you get the other people who we know also, who are just also trying to make it and still have their 9-to-5s, but we just couldn't do the 95 anymore. Not 9-to-5, should I say. It just wasn't us. It just wasn't us.
No,
And that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with discovering the fact that, you went to do a job and it's not you.
Yeah. I feel that everybody needs to accept it.
Yeah.
Everybody around us just needs to accept it, because even if we complain and your job, people don't accept it when you have left that workplace and they're thinking, what the hell is going on, But anyway, needless as it may be, you still have to deal with the fact that when you're at the work, you're in that meaningless workplace politics. Oh, good God. Oh, my golly gosh. Like, somehow you need to appease. I mean, that's politics though. Like, appease this certain director and appease this group. Or, if you're not doing anything, that is also like if you're not playing the game, then you're being lambasted for it or you're being shunned, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have experience with that, Or that you're in situations where you're forced to justify your actions, just, because I tried out this new place, which does not fit by your description of a meaningful time to go out. Like if we're not at, what do they call it? 24 Central,
Yeah.
Where else are you going out to? Why are you going downtown to have a good time, And then you're always constantly worried about how you look in the eyes of the others, like instead of freely contributing your natural talents and abilities, you're just always concerned, how will they perceive me? Will they think I'm crazy? Will they think I'm this, And then you find yourself stuck and confused because what others want and expect of you and what you wanted to work to be like and what you want for yourself and your career to be like, So it's a lot of conflicting views, and like you just realize that your career is in the balance of so many other people instead of yourself. You might know where you want to go, but other people will turn that around for you. So
because you just never know. Like, as soon as you start working and interacting with people and learning the ropes in whatever career you are, you learn that, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's another thing that the workplace teaches you. You learn your own limitations. Like, it's really a hard thing to deal with. And then you learn about people who are there, who are just malicious, who are out there for themselves, who want to steal your ideas, and who just suffer from jealous. And you're just like, why? If you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. What's the problem here? And then you get people where you think they're wanting to help you, but in actual fact, all they care about is that you should make them look good instead of trying to teach you and taking you further,
psycho behavior.
It is psycho behavior, but there's really nothing you can do. Whether you are in a normal 9-to-5 or trying to start your own thing, the work is a minefield, and you just have to try be yourself, no matter how hard it gets. Do the job that you want, and hopefully it's also your dream. I mean, that's all you can hope for at the end of the day.
That's also true. And then your integrity is the only thing that you do have and that no one can take away from you. So that's what we're saying, that no matter how hard it is to be yourself, just maintain it.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Yeah, be you. Get to work, whatever it is, and get that money.
Yeah, otherwise just be like us and follow your dream.
Yeah, follow your dream and get that money.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll speak to you next week.
Yeah, same time, same place. Well, from where we're recording. But we look forward, and we want to thank you for listening to us, and we look forward to receiving your comments.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks. Bye, guys.